So we went and checked out Bastinelli knives last Friday. They're in Kissimmee, Florida, formerly of France. They're new transplants to the United States, and they're slowly but surely adjusting to our way of life here. So I left with the Assaucalypse compact, and so far so good. I'm extremely impressed. But watching him put edges on these things, watching him create one from scratch, I was blown away with the craftsmanship as well as his enthusiasm. It's great to find folks out there in the industries that have enthusiasm about what they're doing. I was in love with this knife. Just the profile, just looking at the knife, it jumped out at me. It's different. It doesn't look like anything I've ever seen before. So, and again, I'm not a knife guy. But instead of me going out here and cutting rope, cutting, all of that other stuff that everybody else cuts in their videos, I thought, let me cut some chicken. One, it's my responsibility to make dinner. Two, this knife is used for personal defense. It is meant to cut flesh. And what better way to demonstrate that ability than on some jerk chicken? So the chicken is thawed out. It's been marinating overnight. It's perfect for what we're going to use it for today. So let me go ahead and wash off the blade, and then we'll get to cutting. Let's talk about a couple of the features. It does come with this Kydex sheath, which are made at Bastinelli in-house. We have a groove here, and I assume that this groove is for bloodletting, which, like I said, this thing is made for cutting into flesh. Has jimping on the back, on the spine, but it's a little different. This edge is actually rounded back here. It's not flat like I'm used to. It's not a bushcraft knife, so it doesn't have any 90-degree angles along the spine. And it is full tang, has a lanyard loop at the bottom, G10 grips, and it feels really light in the hand. I'll try and put it on the scale if I remember, and make sure that information is there as well. But I like it. Again, I'm not a knife guy. It caught my eye based purely on aesthetics. Looks like this bag is full of dark meat. One thing about knives, for me, is I move cautiously around them initially until I get used to handling them. So let's just give it a push and a rock right through. It's not designed for cooking, but you know what? It's not doing too bad at this meat prep. Nice clean cuts. I know it probably looks disgusting to you guys, and you know what? I agree. It's the one thing about cooking I dislike is handling meat. I'm sure someone's going to say, what seasoning did I use? I'm using Walker's Wood jerk seasoning, and got a little bit of garlic on here. I think that's all I actually used so far. And a little bit of salt and pepper. I think that's it. Yep, I didn't use a lot of seasoning like I usually do. Sometimes I overdo it. Start putting those. Bastion, you may need to go into a culinary knife making. Give me a tactical chef set. That would be great. The Assaucalypse Compact. Fantastic knife, great blade design. Quite effective. Cut through the chicken, slice through it very easily. I was even able to chop with it slightly, and it was able to do what I needed it to do. This knife is not designed for meal prep. It is not a culinary knife. This is a personal defense knife. It is made for cutting into flesh, and I thought that some chicken would be a great example of that. I thought I had chicken breast, but it was chicken thighs, but it worked out anyway. I was able to trim some fat off, make some really thin slices of the chicken. I did not get that on camera, but I think you guys got the idea. Just applying a little bit of force, the blade was able to cut through. Now that demonstrates how sharp the blade is, and watching Bastion put an edge on a blade last week, I understand how and why they're as sharp as they are. He goes through quite a few different steps. The D2 steel works out really well. This steel is actually made in Italy. It's the lion steel, and again, the knife feels great in the hand. It's it's a fixed blade, so I can't see myself carrying this every day. But you never know. Depending on where I'm going, what I'm wearing, I may be able to slip this into my EDC. We'll see. I'll figure that out. Not much of a knife guy, but I think I will start being one. Now, Bastinelli Knives is out of Kissimmee, Florida. I mentioned it early in the video. They're new transplants to the United States from France. And let's give them a warm welcome. Let's go and check out that website. Let's check out their knives. I know they've partnered with quite a few different brands and retailers out there. So you'll be able to find their knives in some of the most popular retailers on the planet. So this is Schwell with the Assaucalypse Compact. Hope you're all out there having fun, being safe, and also being responsible. I'm going to go put this away before I cut something. And you know, the way I'm swinging it around, the thing that I may cut is either one of my ears or my beard. If I cut my beard, that wouldn't be good. So I hope you're all out there having fun, being safe, and also being responsible. And I hit you with the 2 fingers. Later.